Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Andre the Giant, the true giant of wrestling. So we have a new Andre. He's this weekend's boss battle poster, and he's really good. He's a legendary. He's a striker, focus striker. He has one link, the legendary link, and then the standard gear, the true giant of wrestling gear. He is a trainer. At 21k, red moves start with 2 more MP, and multiply gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 1. So plus 2 MP, and then helpful to multiply gems. So I'm sure that'll come in handy. I can't, right off the top of my head, nothing is clicking that needs 2 red MP trainers and uses multiply. I'm sure there are, though, but right off the top of my head, there aren't. Great trainer though, solid. I love the 2 MP ones. So what to say? Let's see, strap. You can see I have double fury for this and a tiara. Whenever you make 6 or more, multiply gems, increase your black gem damage by 50% for 2 turns. This is only going to be useful for the last build I'm going to show you. It definitely makes a difference. I do have a 200% black move damage medal on. That's really not too game breaking for him. So let's get in here, take a look at the first build set I have for you guys. This is the bleed one. Giant elbow drop, 6 MP, deal 70k damage, and choose 7 gems to make into black. That's green. Two-handed choke slam, 3 MP, deal 45k damage, choose 5 gems to destroy. Jumping splash, 1 MP yellow, deal 14,000 damage and deal 100. I'm doing so well. 171,000 bleed damage to your opponent for 3 turns. Not sure why I'm stumbling all over that. Entourage is all the bleed trainers. So Cena for 2 more MP. Seth, Woods, Kyrie. If you don't have Woods, you won't hit quite as hard. That brings it up to 400k turn for 3 turns, or 1.2 million. Woods should probably bring that down. Let's see, he's adding about 85,000 to the bleed, so you'd subtract 85,000 for 3 turns. You do about 1 million instead of 1.2 without Woods, if you were wondering. I would run this with a heavy machinery plate. That's the break yellow, get green. Let me make sure I'm saying that right, because I get these mixed up all the time. I believe it's break yellow, get green. Yes, then that's why the choose move is in there at the end. Because that would be full. I doubt you're going to see me use it here, but that would be full, allowing you to get a bigger pin at the end. That would be the thought process there. But I'll show you this, what this looks like. You're basically stacking a bunch of bleeds. For this, I would also run armor so they don't kick out, if possible. Armor would certainly be the way to go with this. I only have plus 1 MP, so my perks are going to mirror Feud perks. So everything you're going to see is set up the exact way you would see it in Feud to work. So all of this is Feud builds. So we're going to start off with the bleed. We're going to destroy 3 yellow gems to do it all over again. And this is where, if you had a heavy machinery plate, you would start filling the green move. So that would be the idea behind that. I cascaded, because it's me. Another bleed. We still might get 3 stacks down. We're going to be greedy and go for it. If we cascade, we'll pin. Not the end of the world, because we're doing that anyway after this. So there we go. So this is where you would use the choose and choose black gems to get a bigger pin. Also trying to get more yellow to refill your yellow would be ideal. We don't have a lot of great options, so we can't actually really refill this totally unless we get some luck. So that's kind of a bummer. However, we will fill the choose, so we can use that to our advantage if possible. This was a pretty bad board for this, full disclosure. So we'll drop the greens. And then let's see, any fun cascading? Not so much this time. So that'll fill our greens. So let's just take black gems. We did not get any yellow. You can see the bleed, though, took him down all the way to 1.6 million with the 2 stacks of bleed. We do, however, have the choose, so hopefully we can do something with that. And we still have 4 stacks of the bleed, which is certainly not nothing. And a little bit of pin bar to work with. I think I'm just going to take a 5 match. 1, 2, 4. And that should do kind of maybe what I want. Yes. Okay, and now we're gonna swipe. I was off on 1 by 1 there. Oh well. Not the end of the world. We will take the swipe. Then get another bleed. And then we're gonna get a pin, and the bleed should drain him out. So even with the bad board, yeah, we got him on the second turn, even with the bad board. So that's about as bad as that's going to work. You're going to win turn 2 most of the time against even level. I'm not sure how it'll scale, although bleeds typically have scaled well into 6-star. I don't anticipate this one being different. Interesting build. All right, so that got me thinking, what else can we use the bleed on? And we're going to go with the... Let's get the stuff changed around here. 1 second. This one. I unfortunately didn't get this in the right spot, but that's okay. We can do it on the fly. No problem. Succeed. So let's use the bleed with the sub. That was my next thought. Let's get that set up, bring those moves in. Gonna bring the Juggernaut move, which is the big boot. We're gonna bring the sub. And we're using the bleed again. So the sub, Bear Hug, 7 MP black, generate 18 random submission gems and do 97k for 3 turns. The ones left turn into 45k power gems. You're going to see a power gem build coming up soon, right after this. And big boot, 5 MP Juggernaut move, deal 50k damage, choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems, increase your black MP by 4 in every countdown, and increase the strength of your power gems by 100 by 11,429 at the end of the countdown. Entourage for this, we are moving to Black MP Trainer. So this one, to make this work, you need 17k Santa Hogan for Feud. It also is not his best build, so don't be sad if you don't have 17k Santa to work on turn 1. Not the end of the world. At all. You could do a different way and do double Black MP Trainer and still run this, but you wouldn't want to run it, to be honest. There's better stuff coming than that, so... move charge. Santa Hogan. I'm looking right at him. Alright. So the Juggernaut refills the sub and the Juggernaut every time. So the idea behind this is you don't end up using the power gems. The whole time you're just bleeding and subbing the entire time. This is just bleed sub the entire time. Obviously you'd never use this against an escape artist person, and short of a 1 MP guy, or if they get like a wild card 5 match, or, you know, maybe they have a swipe plate, they're never going to get a turn. You're just going to bleed them, and then, you know, we're doing what? Basically 1 million damage on the bleed cycle every turn. And we're dropping the jug, and we're hitting the sub. The nice thing with the way this sub is set up is it's only 18 gems. So we're not going to end up overwriting our Juggernaut gem pretty much ever. It'll take a while before it does, so that's really nice. And the power gems are going to ensure you kick out of anything if you do get pinned, which pinning is never a bad thing with this build. You can see we took over 1 million off turn 1, and then we're just literally, this is what it is over and over again. Recycling, put them on the loot box gems. AI doesn't break those as much. I really am struggling talking today, so my apologies. And it... pretty fast with only the 3 turns, and you just keep rolling right along. This is what it does over and over. The power gems are getting quite strong, not that it matters, because we're never going to use them with this. So pretty straightforward gameplay. You can see we still haven't overwritten any of our Juggernaut gems, and he's gone. Again, As long as the bleed scales well, this will probably be solid. Very annoying defensively, I would imagine, assuming he uses the bleed every time or not. Don't know. But yeah, that would be pretty solid. Okay, moving on. Now let's see those power gems in action, and apparently I had these backwards. So now I don't have my power gem one up. So really, really scuff video by me. But, you know, that's okay. I can fix that. Right here. I had them ready, just not in the right spot. I thought I had them in the right spot. Oh well. You guys know what you're getting with me. Okay. So, for this one, we're bringing in one move only, and you've seen it already. We're bringing in the 3 MP Destroy. Don't need Santa Hogan for this build. You could set it up arguably better with Santa Hogan. But we don't need him. Also, Bliss would be better than Nikki if you have Striker Alexa Bliss, which I do, but we're keeping this less rare for this build because I feel like it. There should be something for everyone in this video. There should be a moveset you have the people to run and, you know, works for you. That's one of the cool things I would say about this poster, is he's kind of really good at a lot of different things, and he's got a lot of different builds that he can run, you know? So, yeah. Actually, gem modifier is going to be faster here to find these. Bink. And bink. Alright, so this time we're going to let the power gems stay, and then we're going to take advantage of them with this build. This we're going to use to refill itself, and the sub jugs will refill itself. So, should be quite good. I think this potentially might be my favorite build, depending on how the power gems scale into 6-star. Just because I find it kind of entertaining and fun to play. It reminds me a little bit of Cody, in a different way, but kind of like that. I actually kind of get a little bit of similar design vibes to Cody with Andre here. I don't have him 6-star, so 6-star comparison is going to be difficult for me depending on scaling when we talk about him at the end. However, I do really enjoy this one, this poster. Don't find me, Furpo. So same thing we did last time. The 3 MP will be loaded after the sub because you start with 2. Again, it would work like this in Feud. You're going to refill the sub. Now, personally, you could start hitting the Destroy now, but we haven't buffed our power gems yet, and the sub is loaded. So I would just go another turn. Like, let's go one more turn. Maybe move the pin bar so we have more to work with next turn, and then win easily next turn. That's my thought process here. Is let's just let it go another turn and then buff the power gems. And you could kind of let it go as much as you felt like. Obviously, stay away from escape artist plates, 1 MP guys, etc. Alright. So now that we've buffed the power gems a little bit, let's have some fun. Let's just destroy 3 yellow gems. And let those power gems tick for... He's at 3.7 million health. That was 1.8 million. He actually, this build kind of reminds me a little bit of Almos, but I like it more. If you like Almos, I feel like Andre is probably an updated Almos. Let's let it tick one more time. Boom. And we destroyed some of the power gems, so, you know, now we can just pin him and end his suffering. This build is slick. I really like this one. Should drain exceptionally well. Right? That's pretty cool. Okay. Now we're moving into where the fact, again, I would run on all of these ones previous to this. Armor is probably actually better. Now we're moving into the Fury stuff, where the strap actually makes a difference, and eventually the plate will make a difference. So this is kind of his simplistic, pretty good build. Oops. Well, I guess we're seeing that one again, because Mherex hit the battle button. Which is fine, because that one's fun, and I don't need to talk. So we'll just watch this one more time. So nice you had to see it twice. Totally intended. Again, I could edit that out, but I'd hate for you to think I was perfect. I know it would be pretty easy to think that, right? If you believe that, I have some land to sell you. It's really nice land. So again, the reason we're not doing it here is because our power gems haven't been buffed yet. They're at 63k only, so we might as well get a buff out of them. That's the way I look at it. And as long as he doesn't cascade, we're going to have the pin bar all the way down to 1, which is a ton of room to work with. If he cascades, no big deal. We kick out and we win anyway, so no harm, no foul, you know? He could... Of course he cascaded. But again, the good news is, through all of this, we're going to get an extra buff on the power gems, so they're going to be even bigger. And because we have power gems, a loot box match will kick us out too. So now the power gems are really big. And let's just see, just in case something goes wrong because it's me, let's put these down just to be safe. I'm paranoid. Not paranoid if they really are out to get you. Let's see how hard this ticks. He's at 3.6. That was 2 million in power gem damage, folks. We can just finish it off right here. Potentially. I don't know if that's going to move the pin bar enough, actually. There we go. Boom. So yeah, a super strong build, easy to run. A lot of fun. Actually, a lot of fun. I like this one. I might, like I said, I might be inclined to make this the build I run. All right. Now, onto the Fury build set where Fury matters. We're going to see the finisher and the 2 green moves. So you've seen one of them, I think? No, you haven't seen... Yeah, you've seen what... You saw... Wow. You saw one of them. Again, words are hard, folks. So I know a lot of people are going to say, ooh, triple black, drip plate build, drip plate build. I feel like it's a huge waste of a drip plate, honestly. Could you? Absolutely, but there's way more impactful targets. Looking at you, Dakota. Looking at you, Powerhouse Andre. But if you really want to, you know, if you get it, it's your poster, it's your life, you do you, you know? So the move we haven't seen yet, the 2, reverse corner hip thrust finisher, deal 110k damage. This is why I said the move damage medal is not that big a deal. Choose a 3x7 area to swap into green gems. Butterfly Slam, 6 MP green, deal 90k damage. Choose a 4x1 area to make into snowfall gems. Modify all gems below it into multiplied gems of strength 3. Entourage for this one, I think I saved that in the handy loadout feature. I did. We're keeping it really simple here. So to load this, we are using right here Elias, so we can just do a 7 match across the top and load it. Very difficult to get everything to work right, and needing to do a swipe, doing it any other way than this. So that's why we're using him. Matt to make our multiply gems 5, Lacey to buff our green gem damage 20%, and Steel to load it all. All right, let's go. Let me know if you're watching this video if you would rather not see it in the 2x speed. That just helps me get through 5 builds a lot quicker at 2x speed. But if you'd rather I slow it down, if enough people say that, I could run it at 1.25. Just let me know. But I had a lot of builds, so with this one, you're gonna make 3 columns into greens. So if you can find a spot where you can attach a bunch of greens, go for it. So like these 3 would give us this one and this one. It's basically 2 anywhere you go, essentially. These 3 gives us the these 3 will be the good ones. So let's do it here. We can get two multiplies and 1 extra, so we'll just go right there. And then just make a row break across the top. This is why you have Elias. And then let's not have 2 reds there. Less chance if the wild drops there. Okay, perfect. So it filled it. We don't need to mess with the swipe. You're even allowed a 3 cascade. That's what I like to call a Mherex cushion. And now you just choose the finisher. Easy peasy, a lemon squeezy, right? And we're making all this green. Times 5s, which recycles, obviously. Baby Cascade. 2.4 million. Honestly, it's his secondary gem color on a striker. I imagine that's gonna look like 4 million-ish. Maybe maybe 5 if you have a lot of really good stuff, but it's not necessarily super duper uber impressive, right? You're gonna have to cycle it a few times. I do like that it's low charge though. This next one, I'm gonna shout out Evo. I tend to talk to him a lot about builds. We were talking about Andre, and I said he was interesting, and he said, I want to try something funky with the tiara. So we're going to try something funky with the tiara. Turns out, Evo was right. Tiara works really well. This will be considered a whaley build, just FYI, with the trainers you're going to have to use. So to make this work, you do need all of this stuff that you're seeing here. You don't need Matt, but it's certainly a bonus. But you absolutely need Santa. Actually, you do need Matt. You literally need everyone in the picture here. So you've seen all the moves. Let's just change this up. Put Santa and Mem in. And this is the whaley build for the video, and this is the only build the tiara makes a difference for. Mem is important because he makes your multiply gems strength 6. Strength 6 is very important, and this was a little bit funky to get down at first, for sure. And it does have the capability of cascading. So it's me. You can cascade potentially. So just keep that in mind. I may run it more than once so you can see the full effects. But this allows everything to be loaded turn 1. What you need is a green somewhere that you can make into multiplies. We have a green somewhere, i.e. here. What you want to stay away from, however, we also have one here, is anything more than a 3 match of black gems. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to drop this. We're going to make a 3 match of black gems. This is going to proc the tiara. All right, and then we're going to fill in underneath here more black gems. This is actually a really beautiful board if I don't mess it up. No pressure. And hopefully I won't cascade. Perfect. Okay. We're good. Now, you can see black multiplies 193k, and black gems are up to 31k. Now all we need to do is break this. That refills the greens. This, breaking, and this is why you save 1, lets you get 6 multiply gems exactly, and proc the tiara again. You can see no room for cascade. There's only 1 left on the pin bar. And we got the buff again. 232k on the multiplies, 38k on this one, and now you can choose again. Now, you can also recycle this if you're worried about it. You could do a row break and get the green, like right here. However, I know we're going to win right now, so I'm not worried about it. So I am filling this sucker in on the multiplies for everything it's worth, because this is going to be a very big hit. Also cascaded the greens. That was 5.2 million. That was a great board. That was a great board. This is the build that for sure has the max damage potential on turn 1. That could scale very nicely into 6-star. Also, even better, that would be a very dirty build for boss battle with multiply gems and the black color in particular. So both of those would work really well. Although we do have Rocker Sean for that, so good luck beating that. All right. Let's look at the roster, and let's go to strikers. Again, I haven't played him at 6-star. I don't know how well the moves scale. What I think his strong point is, to me, is how many different movesets he has that are going to win. So for a lot of rosters, you're just going to be able to plug and play him for line bonuses. You know, he's obviously going to have no issues on tours. If you don't have a drip plate, he's going to be your best Andre likely. Tech's pretty good too, but a little bit different, right? So there's a lot of stuff to like here. Is he rocker? Nah, he ain't. He's not rocker, but almost nobody is. He's extremely different than rocker. Like I said, I think a good comparison is like an upgraded almost. That last build is quite good. So depending on what you want to do with your game, kind of where he wants to fit in, I see Butch as being much better for boss battle, but Andre is honestly probably better for feud. Striker Lashley and him would be fairly comparable. He's also a legendary striker. If you don't have Macho King, he's your best. I like him more than Macho King. I don't have Macho King, full disclosure, but I would take Andre up before Macho King personally, just because I think he's a lot of fun. Like I said, he feels like, if you like Almost, he feels like a better Almost to me. Maybe that's not accurate because I haven't played Almost at 6-star either, but that's kind of what he feels like. I definitely like him more than Hall of Fame Perfect. No surprise there. Like I said, him and Lashley, I think Lashley probably is better, but it's really close. So I would put him, the Rocker to me is like the best, and then Karrion Kross is really good. Cody's really good, but I haven't played Cody. I don't think I played Cody at 6-star either. So I kind of put him up there in that upper end after Rocker when everyone's trying to decide. Like, I'm missing Cody. I don't have Karrion Kross. They're both really good. So yeah, overall, I think he's a great addition. I don't have Macho King, and I would take him up over Macho King. Honestly, I'm a Cody mark, so I'd take Cody up. Cross was really good. I think I'd take Cody up in front of him. Lashley, he has the benefit of the Legend era, which I think is quite nice. Same with Butch, but I'm a boss battle mark, so I'm kind of all in on Butch, right? So overall, though, I think he's a great addition. A lot of fun, a lot of versatility, and certainly if you get him, I would be happy about it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed playing him a lot. Good luck this weekend. Be watching for boss battle videos tomorrow from me, as I'll be dropping a higher end and a mid-range one that hopefully is helpful to you guys. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there.